Talk about this RNDRC rig. This is a black Carbon V3 Plus. It's got the 10-degree angled skid, sitting on Endura portals, got some extra weight to it, and this and that and the other. Basically what we're going to be doing, I just got this truck back from Yep, and I haven't, of course, none of us have seen the video on it yet, or if it even made the cut. He may only make, make the video on it. I don't know, we'll see. But long and short of it is, I'm hoping that he did, because I'd like to see performance-wise what we're looking at. A lot of the guys that are building these RNDRC rigs are building belly draggers, and that's what I originally intended to do. And then after doing some playing with angles and this and that and the other, and realizing once I got my weight down low enough below the portal boxes that I could gain that extra ground clearance, all the way across the build from the bottom. And I mean, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my LCG, but I'm going to gain so much in ground clearance. So I feel like it's worth it, and we'll see how these rigs perform. But I've got two of these trucks sitting on portals that I have various modifications done, and we're going to jump all off into this one this time. I'm going to do some rear suspension work on this truck. Actually going to stretch the back of the truck out about 10 or 12 millimeters, and I'm going to go through the whole process with you and kind of get up close and give you an idea of what we got going. So anyway, if you're interested in that kind of thing, pause the video for a second, go get you a Coca-Cola and a candy bar, and get back in here and we'll go through this deal. Alright, on the bench we are. So let's go over this truck real quick, and I'll give you an idea of what we're going to try to do to the truck as far as the modifications that we're going to make to this thing. Actually, I haven't even tried to check this thing out since I got it back. I just pulled it out of the gun box I shipped it in over there. So let's see, make sure everything's fully functioning still. I'll get the battery plugged in good. Looks like we got everything functioning properly. Get my old man glasses on, let's get a look. Alright, so body's got a few extra scratches and scrapes up here, so definitely been top side, that's good. Means he pushed it a little bit. Alright, so this is an RNDC version 3 chassis, which just means it has this 10-degree angled skid. I don't know what the difference is as far as classes are concerned when it comes to the skids. So anyway, this is a 10-degree skid. I'm running a Opie factory skid in this thing so that I can run rear links up front. So the front of this truck's already been stretched out. You can tell it's got 2 rear drive shafts in it. The front of this truck's already been stretched out, and I'm running Bronco rear lengths up front is what this is. So the truck's long, but it's not like a high trail rear length long. These are really, really long. So anyway, and then we've got high trail links in the rear. So this truck's got a pretty aggressive wheelbase is what I'm trying to say. So it should be good as far as, catching that lip and pulling itself up. It's got some length to it, but I'm gonna make it longer. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stretch the rear of this truck as well. And just get an idea of what the full length is concerned, because like on an 18th, or I'm sorry, on a 24th scale, I mean, you can tell how much bigger the body is between a 24 and an 18, right? Huge difference in the body size, and we're running the same size tires, and we're almost the same wheelbase. This was just barely longer wheelbase wise than this SCX, and this thing's stretched, man. I mean, it's Gladiator Plus, I think. It's a stainless 24 with all the, the stuff on it. So I believe it's pretty long. So anyway, we're going to get this truck, we're going to get stretched out to the very max. And the way we're going to go about accomplishing that is we're going to relocate the front link mounts, and we're going to get them out of the back of the skid, and we're going to do like I did on this other RNDRC rig, and we're going to extend them out to here on the chassis. We're going to go to the outside of the chassis here with the rear links. We're going to go back to the inside of the chassis here with the top links, and then we're going to run an aftermarket, a longer drive shaft than even the Endura. I'll get you the brand name on this to give you an idea of what this drive shaft actually is. But we're going to run our links out of the back of the skid and move them back to elongate the rear wheelbase portion of this truck by probably about 12 millimeters, 10, 12 millimeters, but we'll measure it before we tear it apart. As well, I've got this material here, this brass tubing and this carbon tubing, and you can see a little O-ring right there. And what I did was I just made a little roller that slides on a sleeve that goes over the top of the drive shaft, so that the drive shaft's not going to take any damage, which I know it's kind of silly, it's probably not necessary, but it's cool, so I like doing stuff like that. So anyway, I'm also going to build a drive shaft protector on that one, because with the, when this thing's sitting at ride height, which is here, I've got these 2 screws to actually adjust what my stop ride height is. I mean, I'm running full droop, but with rubber bands as well, so that I get my full articulation the way that I want it, but I'm able to stop this thing right where I want to stop it when it comes to the ground clearance, because I want to take advantage of that angled skid, so I need to get the suspension where it needs to be to do so. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing to the back of this truck here, and I'll get this thing tore down and I'll get you back in here. I'm not going to make you go through all the boring stuff with me. Okay boys, done with surgery. Went ahead and stretched out the rear end. You can see here that I've relocated the links. Get that there where you can see it. Relocated the link, the lower link, to the outside of the chassis from here. And it used to be right there where you see that little hole. I don't know if you can see that hole or not, but it used to be here, moved back to here. This used to be the front link, and then now the link is moved back to here. So I hope maybe you can get a look at that. And I did end up using just the Endura drive shaft. Guys, I've been telling everybody this drive shaft was too short. It's actually, it's long enough. It's stretched, bro. I mean, look at it. It's out there. But it has plenty enough to keep it spined up, and no matter where the suspension's at, it's not going to come out. And there's no clanking, no clacking, no problems. So you can use an Endura drive shaft if you want to extend the rear of these things by moving these out, like what I've done here. Now this truck here as well, we've already talked about it, but it's got the long front on it too. So this thing is long, bro. Compared to, I'll get the body back on it. I had to redo the rear body mount because it was really setting up a different way than what I wanted it to. But man, this thing, and now compared to a 18th scale, this thing looks a little bit more, a little closer to scale. Let me get you off the stand and let's take a look at this. Now if you look here, you can see these are both IR60 bodies, okay? And what's funny is I've actually got the big body, I mean I think it's just as low, real close to it, the smaller body. Of course my stainless 24, it's got really good ground clearance, really lightweight, blah blah blah. This one also has really good ground clearance. I mean, it's on par with, almost on par at least with that stainless field. So, I mean, it's plenty of ground clearance. It's got some serious length. I mean, this is Gladiator Plus right here. I mean, so this is a long SEX truck, right? So this thing is stretched out. My other truck, I stretched just the rear on this truck. So I've already moved it all back. So I stretched just the rear. So I'm running stock front high trail links on the front of this one. So it's not quite as long as this truck. You can see wheelbase wise, about even back in the back. It's probably a good 10 millimeters, probably 8 or 10, maybe 12 millimeter longer than this one. So anyway, that's about as far as I think you're going to be able to stretch a Trx4m without making custom links. and go into a 2-piece rear drive shaft, which I don't think is going to do us any good in this particular instance. I mean, it might, but it's very, very little. If we get it back over here to the light booth, I can show you. Let me see here and get it against the white background. But you can see, I mean, there's the drive shaft right there. So I mean, it could possibly gain a little bit of clearance right there, but dude, it's very, very minimal. So anyway, there's your Trx4m RNDRC V3 carbon chassis plus with a 10-degree skid. Stretched, 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 baby.